Good morning everyone. Now let me today tell you about the truth value testing in Python. So what is truth value testing? Python associates actually with some value, and where every value has some truth value to it, and every value type has its own value. You can see the table which I have attached here. In this, there are different categories of the values which has been given as a truth value, true or false. So you can see here that none, false, which is the boolean value false, or zero of any number type, any numeric type like float or complex or zero, wherever zero is written it will give you the false as a truth value. And any empty sequence like any curly braces, any parenthesis, double quote, or you can say that the curly braces, any empty list, those all these will be having the truth value as false, and except this everything will be having the truth value as true. So this will be more understandable when we will do some practical with it. So let's see that how this truth value works with the different kind of operators which are or, and not logical operator. So let's see the OR operator, that how this OR logical operator works with the truth value testing, how we can check it. So this truth value of OR operator works, or you can say it combines the two expressions wherein which make its operands, and that the OR operator returns the value or evaluates the answer to be true when it's of any operand returns true, it will give you the answer as true. And if the first operand is true, it will not jump to the second operand to check the condition. Okay, so let's see how we can check. For example, that I okay, let's write here. I am checking it with the relational expression first of all. So I've written here false or false. As we know that the boolean value false has a truth value also as false. So false or false will give you the answer as false only. And if you write here true or false, so it will give you the answer as true. Why? Because either of the value is true, the truth value, either of the truth value is true, the OR operator returns you the answer true, it will not jump into the second one. So now let's check again, true or true. So obviously it will give you the answer as true. And now true or false, we have checked the answer as true. And if you want to see that false or true, it will give you the answer as true, because the first expression is not true, the value of false is false only, so it jumps to the second one and gives you the answer true. Because either of the you can say that either of the operator, the OR operator evaluates if any of its operand is true, it will give you the answer as true. Now let us check with some numbers so that we can understand it in a better way. So now suppose if I have written here 0 or 0, so 0 has a truth value as false, and 0 is also having a truth value as false, so it will give you the answer as, okay, let me write it again because 0 get emitted, that is why it's giving me the error, 0 or 0. So it gives you the answer as 0 because false or false is false. Now if I write here 0 or 8, so as the truth value of 0 is false and the truth value of 8 is true, because other than the 0 other numbers are having the truth value as true, so if any of the operands is having a true value, it returns the answer as true, that we have learned. So you can see here, and suppose if I have written here 5 or 0.0, so 5 is true and this is false, and the first one is true, so it will not jump to the second one and it will give you the answer as 5 only. Okay, so this is how the OR operator works with the truth value testing. Moving forward, I will tell you about the AND operator. In AND operator, both the condition need to be checked and both the operand needs to be true. Even if both the operands are true, even then only it will return you the answer as true. So you can write here, see here like this. If I write here, let me check first with the this expression, false or false and false. So it will give you the answer as false, false and true. It will give you the answer as false only, because this AND operator checks both the operands needs to be true, then only it will give you the answer as true. Okay, so let us check with the numbers now. Like I am writing here 0 and 0. So it will give you the answer as 0 because false and false is false only. Suppose I have written 5 and 0. So 5 is having the truth value true, and the second one is having the truth value as false. So the first expression has truth value true and second is having the truth value as false. So false is written because in AND operator, if you want the answer to be true, if you want the answer to be returned positively, so both the operands needs to having the truth value. Suppose I have written here 5 and 5, then only it will give you the answer 5 because the truth value of 5 is true, and the truth value of 5 is true. So true and true will, which makes true. So that is why the answer is AND operator here. This is how the logical operator AND works. If both the operands are having the truth value as true, then only it will give you the answer true. So if you write like this 8 and 7, no 8 and 0, it will give you the answer as 0, means false is returned. True and false, false is returned. Both needs to be true. You have to write like this 8 and 8. 8 it means true, or you can see like this also, true or true makes true. Okay, so the first expression, if the first expression is true, it jumps to the second one, and let's check for, okay, I have written or here, let me write true and true. So true and operator, both the operands needs to be true. In OR operator, if the first operand is true, either of the operand is true, it will return the true. Even if this is false, it will be returned true here, and in this both needs to be, the truth value of both the operands needs to be true. Now let's see the NOT operator. NOT operator actually is, it's a unary operator. Unary operator works on single operand. So what it will do, it will give you the reverse answer of the truth value. For example, if I have written here not true, so what it will give you the answer false. And then if I have written not false, it will give you the answer as true. Now suppose let us work with numbers, not 5. So the truth value of 5 is true. Other than 0, the other numbers are having the truth value 5 is true. So what the output will come? Let me write one more time, not 5. It is giving you the answer as false, means not true means false. Okay, so 5 is having the truth value as true, so that is why it is giving you the answer as false. Suppose I have written here not 0.0. 0.0 is having the truth value as false, so it will give you the answer as true. Okay, so not reverses the answer of the operand, whatever comes you can work. Okay, so you can work with the two operands also in not operator. Suppose I have written not 5 greater than 2, what it will give you the answer? 5 is greater than 2, it is true. Okay, so it will give you the answer as false because not true will make the answer as false. Now if you write here not 12 less than 89, so it is true, it will give you the answer again as false. So this is how the truth value testing works. I hope you have understood this, students. Now moving forward, there is bitwise and OR operator. Now how the and or inclusive OR operator works. So bitwise AND operator, when both the value is 0, it will give you the answer as 0. It means both the value is false, it will give you the answer as false. If both the value needs to be true, then only it will give you the answer as true. So in bitwise operator, let's learn about the bitwise operator now. Okay, so if I have written here 0 and 0, so it will give you the answer as 0 because both are false. When you write here 1 and 1, so it will give you the answer as 1 because both the value are having true. So this 1 is value of truth value of this 1 is true, it is also true, so it will give you the answer 1 which is true. So bitwise AND works when both the operands are having the true value, then it gives you the answer, returns the true, otherwise it will give you the answer as false. Check the inclusive OR operator. Inclusive OR operator, how it works. Inclusive OR operator tells you that when any of the, you can say any of the operators any of the bits, either of any bit is 1, the result is 1. The sign of the operator is like this, which you will find in your keyboard. So any of the operands, it is 1, so it means 0 and or 1, so it will give you the answer as 1. Any of the operand is 1, then it will give you the answer as 1. Okay. However, in case of 0 or 0, this is called as inclusive OR. I'll tell you about exclusive OR also. In inclusive OR, any of the operand is having that value as true, it will return true. So you can see here, I'll show you the last one here also. Now 0 and 0 was left, so obviously 0 and 0, it is none of them are having the truth value as true, so it will give you the answer as false only. Now let us see about the exclusive OR. Exclusive OR, what it does? Exclusive OR returns the answer when both the results in 1, when any of the operands are having the value as true. So it will give you the answer true. It will give you the answer false when both the operands are 0, or when both the operands are false, or both the operands are true. It means 0 and exclusive 0 will give you the answer 0, which is false. 1 exclusive 1 gives you the answer as false. However, 0 exclusive 1 will give you the answer true, because one of the operand is true, and then 1 exclusive 0 will also give you the answer as 1. So in exclusive OR, as in OR any of the operand needs to be true, then it gives you true. So in this also, if any of the operand is, the sign is only different, any of the operand is true, it will give you the answer as true. Okay, but in case of inclusive OR, you can see here that when any of the operands are true, or in case of both the operands are true, it will give you the answer true. Only the case when you return it returns false, it is in case of both the false value. So this truth value testing table, it is complicated, but you have to remember it. Once you will start doing it, you will be able to analyze the difference between all the operators. Now let's learn about the math module. What is math module in Python, and why? Python module is a file which contains some kind of variables, objects and constants, which already it is defined in it, which can be used in the Python programs, and it is already defined in the standard library of Python, wherein different functions related to the maths it is being defined, and to use those functions only we have to import this math module into our program, and we can easily use those functions, objects, the usage of whatever the function it is. We don't have to get into the coding of the functions or the use of those functions. However, we can use it by importing the math module, because it is already defined in Python. Now let me give you an example by showing you one of the program in which we will be using the math module functions. So I'm opening here the script mode of Python. Now I will ask the user to enter any number. Suppose I am writing here, taking the variable num, and I am asking the user to enter any number. This is the input line. Now suppose if I want to find out the square root of the particular number, so I don't want to get into the formula, it is very difficult to do it in Python. So now I am writing here, taking the variable as suppose result to store the result, and I will use the math.sqrt function of the math module, and then I am writing the variable here in which the number is stored by the user. I am printing the result here. So this is how it will work. However, for using this math.sqrt, this sqrt function of math module, which is already defined in the Python standard library, I have to import this math module. So you have to write a simple line, import math. Oh, okay, only this word you have to write. Now save the program, execute it, and you can see the answer. Enter any number. Suppose I have written here 9, so it will give you the answer 3.0. Square root of 9 is 3.0. Now you can do it for finding out the power also. Suppose I have written here, I want to find out the power as well. So what I will do, let me take another variable, result1 is equal to math dot POW. For finding out the power, you have to define the, you can see the Python is giving you suggestion also, you have to define the base and the power. So suppose I've written 5,3, so 5 cube I want to find out, and I am writing here print result1. Okay, so going to execute this file. Now you can see for finding out the square root, obviously I need a number, and then result1 is not defined. The error is coming. Let me see. Okay, the spelling of the variable got incorrect by mistake. You can see, let me change it. So this type of some few errors will also come when you will start doing programming, and resolving those errors will make you understand in a better way that how it works. So now you can see that the math module, with the help of math.sqrt function, I got the square root of 24, and 125 is the power of the number 5. So I have used two functions of math with the help of this math module. For using any of the function which is given in your book, there is a whole table which is defined in your book. You can use any of the function of math module, but if you will not use this line import math, the program will give you the error. So don't forget to write this import math. Okay, now that's all for today. I hope you have understood the topics well. Thank you so much.